San Diego is one of the southernmost cities in California. A stone's throw from Mexico on the southern Pacific coast, it's known for its beaches, parks, and warm climate. Its total population is about 1.3 million, which is actually comparable to the total homeless population of the United States. Roughly 1.5 million people are thought to have used homeless shelters of some kind between 2008 and 2009. But given that homelessness has quite a high turnover, and many never formally register with shelters, some estimates put the number at between 2 and 3 million. California has the nation's largest homeless population, about 100,000, and has seen an increase since the financial crisis. The number of homeless people across San Diego increased in the past year, and those living on the streets of downtown increased by more than a quarter. We got in touch with one of the more popular homeless shelters in San Diego, called St. Vincent de Paul's.
Typically, our clients, when they come to our door, have been down quite a rough road. They may have had battles with substance abuse, they may be experiencing mental health issues, they might have significant amounts of debt. Becoming homeless is traumatic. It's a traumatic event.
St. Vincent's is leading the charge in reducing homelessness in the city, and it offers much more than just shelter. Tenants here receive services that help them to find employment, focus on their health, and their general well-being. They can house up to 1,800 people on any given night. Gavin, who's the housing manager at the shelter, introduced us to a homeless veteran named Kevin.
He was probably quite fearful for his safety.
My name is Kevin Vaughn. I am a homeless veteran. I'm living at St. Vincent de Paul's, but that's still considered homeless.
He suggested that Kevin would be a great candidate for us to take out for the day. We therefore took him to Belmont Theme Park, which he hadn't been to since he was 6 years old. Kevin is one of the many homeless people we got to know on our journey, and we started to notice a pattern. Several of these people had lost their mothers, or they'd left them at a very young age.
Well, yeah, she had cancer, a couple types of cancer, skin cancer, breast cancer. And one day she fell in the bathroom, and I tried to help her get up, and I couldn't, and I called 911 at her request, and they came, and she wasn't responsive like she normally was. And I thought there was something wrong, so I called my uncle and told her that, she might be dying, and she ended up dying that day.
We also realized that it was quite common for them to have some form of mental illness. In most cases, it was mild, but you could still picture how it had contributed to their falling out with mainstream society.
I got a VA pension for the disability that I've been suffering. I've had heart failure and diabetes and arthritis and stuff.
Kevin's story had a light at the end of the tunnel. Being a veteran helped house him. For others, the ordeal can be a lot more challenging. San Diego's homeless veteran population actually decreased by 16% from 2015 to 2016. However, it still ranks second in the country, behind only Los Angeles County.
It wasn't easy. The very first night, I got so cold and uncomfortable, and I did have thoughts of suicide, and I thought, well, maybe I can go to the hospital, to the emergency room, and tell them I'm having suicidal thoughts, and maybe they'll let me stay there, and they did, and I stayed there for like 4 days, and that was really nice.
Over the course of the Obama administration, which had targeted veteran and chronic homelessness, the homeless population has decreased overall, but to this date remains a problem.
After a couple days, I got into St. Vincent de Paul's, and I've been living there ever since. And I've just found out today that the apartment that I looked at is available for me, and I get to move, and I get to have stuff like internet, and I be able to cook my own food and refrigerate my food and stuff like that, and that's going to be so nice.
Kevin wrote a song, and had always dreamed of having a music video. So the Grey2Yellow team made it happen.
It's time. We have to get out of here. It's no use to shed a single tear. We'll see better days if we find the choice that pays. And where we go from here, whether it be far or near, I know it's going to be okay. I know it's going to be okay. All right, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. I know it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be okay. I know it's gonna be alright. Okay, alright. It's gonna be okay.